Of course, there have been choppy waters in recent times. I haven't denied that. But my proposition is that taken in the round.
Oh, you little liar, Leo Docherty. You all said, all you Brextremist nutjobs said that once we leave the evil overlords of the EU, we'd be sailing the seven seas like some buccaneering pirates, going, "Arr, ye landlubbers, I make you walk the plank," and all that nonsense, sailing around the world as a Brexit benefit, as countries would be falling over themselves, desperate to give us fantastic, world-beating, robust trade deals. Well, hello then, I do hope you're all well. Now, this is a debate about the impact of the UK's exit from the European Union in Westminster Hall yesterday due to a petition. I think it was over 175,000 signatures, something like that, if I remember rightly, where there were some fantastic contributors highlighting the mess Brexit has caused. Well, the final contributor was Brexiter and Tory Minister and Parliamentary Under Secretary for Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, Leo Docherty, to spend 15 minutes to slogan his way through the Brexit benefits. Well, after a few of the contributors had poked holes into his nonsense.
I'm delighted to give way.
He's talked there very passionately about parliamentary sovereignty, and he's raised the retained EU law bill. And whatever the whys and wherefores of how we thought the European Union listened to the UK public through its democratic processes, can he explain to us why transferring direct power over 5,000 areas of legislation, not to this place, but to ministers through the use of SIs or Henry VIII powers, as we might call them, is taking back control? Because I see the opposition to these measures from those who supported Brexit in the other place, from in this place. Yeah. And it doesn't look to me like it does what it said on the back of a bus.
Well,
Doesn't look like that either to me.
The retained EU law bill will be yet another expression of our renewed democratic sovereignty. And her constituents should be reassured by that, because it is colleagues in this House who will decide which laws stand, which are absorbed, and which are repealed in ways that affect trade between the two sides. And the UK remains committed to being a global leader in these areas. As the Office for National Statistics has previously noted, there are a number of factors, of course, beyond Brexit that have influenced global trading patterns most recently, especially including the war in Ukraine, global economic forces, and continued strain on supply chains. But despite this, we must remember that the UK remains a very attractive place to invest and grow a business as a low-tax, high-skilled economy. And I'd be delighted to give way.
When he stated yet again, the pandemic, the war, but can he then explain why is it that we are languishing at the bottom of the league table of growing economies for developed countries behind Russia? All of those countries are facing the same thing, and yet we're at the bottom. Why could that possibly be?
Good question. I'd love to see what his answer is here. That should be hilarious.
Well, she should take encouragement from the fact that if you look to FDI investment, for example, the foreign direct investment stock in the UK increased from $2.2 trillion in 2020 to $2.6 trillion. And outside the EU, Mr. Dow, we are creating the best regulatory environment to drive economic growth and develop a competitive advantage in new and future technologies, where terrific growth lies. From artificial intelligence and gene editing to the future of transport and data protection, we are building a pro-growth, high-standards framework that gives business the capacity and the confidence to innovate, invest and create jobs. And of course, I'll give way.
The Minister's talking about innovation and future technologies. We will have heard members from all sides today raise concerns about the lack of funding that's now going to come from being outside of Horizon, and even if a new deal is agreed, that is going to be a significant period away. Does he think that the challenges being faced by our university sector will boost growth, innovation and investment, or reduce them?
Well, I foresee a future where we have a very dynamic innovation sector, supported by the government, but working in partnership with our European friends. I won't give a running commentary on our negotiations with regard to the Horizon programme, but colleagues will know that negotiations are underway.
Fleur Anderson was the latest to stop him in his sloganeering tracks. Absolutely hilarious. And wait until the end. Completely bonkers.
Now, Mr Dowd, we must also remember the Chancellor's work on financial services, to give another example, will see over 30 regulatory reforms unlock investment and turbocharge growth across the UK. A new approach to regulation will make meaningful change for the British public with faster access, for example, to new medical treatments. Delighted to give way.
I thank the Minister for giving way. Referring to the confidence expressed in the business environment created by Brexit, it's been reported today that the number of UK chief executives quitting their jobs has more than doubled as bosses battle sluggish growth and a nightmare of EU red tape. The number of chief executives left their role jumped by 111%. Would the Minister agree that the business environment created by Brexit hasn't been entirely jubilant?
Fleur Anderson, you just need to believe more and stop being a traitor to your country. You just need to believe more.
Of course, there have been choppy waters in recent times. I haven't denied that. But my proposition is that, taken in the round, the future growth of this country is clear to see, and she should share our confidence in our ability to be an agile and global and extremely dynamic economy, which no doubt we will be.
After getting his backside handed to him on a number of occasions by people asking him very difficult, awkward questions that he couldn't really answer and get out of, you'd have thought he'd have left Westminster Hall with his tail between his legs, looked disconsolate. Well, let him tell you how good he thought his performance was.
Freedom, prosperity and democracy. Thank you very much indeed. I thought that was bloody good.
Yes, according to him, he thought he was bloody brilliant. You couldn't make this nonsense up, could you? What a bell tap. But anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know down below. Until the next time, I shall bid you farewell and take care, my friends. What a bell tap.